手不要丢了啊，手不要丢掉，不要松掉，对，就是这样，这样有点力。
I wanted to show you guys this video because it has some really great ideas, concepts that you can use to talk about martial arts. But more than that, it also has a regional accent that this master has that's very similar to the accent I grew up speaking. So it's really cool to listen to this to know that, look, it's okay if your Mandarin's not perfect because 90% of people in China's Mandarins are not perfect. So let's go and let's have some fun.
太紧了，肩膀太紧了。
So our master, with his regional accent, is telling the white dude that his shoulders are very tight. 紧 J-I-N, third tone, 紧. Now the master with his regional accent says something more like 紧. So it's a different tone, but 紧. So that's pretty cool. See, within the context, you'll know he's talking about tight, right? But if you put this in a vacuum, you'd be like, it's not the right tone. But that's the thing about any language, it's contextual, right? Sometimes you might not know the meaning of every word or the meaning of every sound, but you'll be able to figure it out based on its sentence structure and the context.
这个对立，对不对？就会让自己就是说难受。
The first word, 对立. 对立. Now it's interesting because the word for li is the word for stand. It's not. It would make sense, honestly, if you put 对立, the word for power. So opposing power. But normally when things are standing opposite each other, when you're opposing, it's the other word. Like you're standing opposite each other. So 对立, the li is for stand. Now, 难受. 难受. Notice in Mandarin, sh, 受. In his regional accent, he said 难受. He did not put the H to the S. So that's another kind of regional difference you'll hear. A lot of Chinese dialects don't distinguish between S and SH, C and CH, Z and ZH. But within the context of this, there's no other way you can interpret his pronunciation of 难受, 难受, 难受. In fact, I think it sounds sexier to say 难受. I'm just going to put it out there. Also notice he said 这. He didn't say 这, right? He said 这. 这. That's another regional accent difference. Again, the Z versus the ZH sound, right? 这 versus 这. So notice that.
然后不要一味的去想赢别人啊，你不要老去打败别人啊。对，啊，你看去，你只有这样心平气和的去，很静。
So there's a word here, 应变. 应变. He said something like 赢变. So he had a different tone. Now, 应变 basically means you're trying to face it, maybe change it a little. But 赢变 is how he says it. That's a very kind of southwestern dialect, 赢变. But 应变. 应变. So that's a pretty cool word to know. I don't know how much it's used in day-to-day conversation, but it's a good one to know if you're talking about any sort of opposition or problem solving. Now, 心平气和. Notice he said 心平气和, right? That's another local dialect difference. Instead of 和, he says 和. So he pronounces an HE more like HUO, 和. 心平气和, he says 心平气和. Now let's break that word down. 心 is your heart. 平 is flat. Sometimes could mean peaceful. 气 is your breath, your internal whatever energy. 和 means harmonious / peaceful. Your heart and your breath are peaceful. 心平气和, basically relaxed, non-stressed.
推手的时候都是有心平气和。
Notice, he does not say 推手, push hands, 推手. He says 推手, 推手. He does not pronounce the SH like we talked about before. 推手, 推手. So he says 推手, but now you know, in some regional dialects, the hands 手 becomes so. So that's something to know.